Welcome to another non-toxic vlog. If you're new here, we do a little bit of everything. I love design and styling, so I'm always going to share some home updates, and we recently switched out our bar cart to this beautiful little bar, and I love that it hides everything so it doesn't feel too cluttered, and I had so much fun styling it. I added some thrifted pieces, this photo we took at our wedding reception with our little martini glasses, and then I added these handmade clay olives that are actually place card holders. I think they're so fun, and this towel from Anthropology, and it's just a mix of old and new and stuff that just we love, and I think it looks so fun. It is officially the first fall in our home, and so I really wanted to decorate this porch. I went out and got some pumpkins from Trader Joe's and some mums from Home Depot. We ended up painting the red so it looks a lot newer, but for now I thought this just added a little bit of fall to our front porch. And then I got decorating around the house. I added these glass candy corns that I thrifted from a recent estate sale. I think they're so fun. Pumpkins and just all of our fall decor, which we don't have much of, but it's a lot of like new and old, thrifted. And then I added my little ghost candles to our tower in our living room, just like a little unexpected piece of fall. We don't decorate for Halloween over here, and this is probably as spooky as it's gonna get. My little glass pumpkin jar was also thrifted, and then these glasses are from Marshall's. I got a few questions on my last video, and some pumpkins in the windowsill. I have all my fall pillows that Ben just took out from the attic, my little ghosties and pumpkin. I'm grabbing some of my pumpkin spice latte essential oils. I'm gonna throw it on a wool dryer ball in the dryer for a few minutes. I like that they'll smell like fall and just kind of give them a little bit of a refresh in a non-toxic way. That actually worked really well. They have like a nice light pumpkin spice scent. I ended up putting him over here. Don't mind the tile cutter, but I think that's cute there. I have the lumbar there and the cute little pumpkin. So if you're new here, you may not know that we flipped our first home, and there's still some projects that need to be done, and we are still working on our mud room. We were waiting for the electrician to put the heater in this room, and so now we can sand it down and start to paint it. And I know this is a non-toxic channel, so I'm going to tell you right now, don't ever buy the Kills primer at Home Depot. It is oil-based, and it is so toxic. It smelled horrible, and it was so hard to get off of everything. We ended up having to just throw everything out. Our clothes, our painting tools, everything. So I do not advise on using this. Then we were outside getting another project that we had on our to-do list for a while. We wanted to make some posts for our string lights. So we got planters and beams from Home Depot. I'm so in love with turning on these lights in the afternoon as it's getting a little bit darker out earlier. We actually just bought a timer so I can like set the timer, but it's such a nice ambiance in the backyard to have the string lights on. The only thing I will say is the pots that we picked are too narrow at the bottom, so they're a little bit wobbly. So if you're gonna do this at home, make sure to get a wider base, but we absolutely love him. I made my little morning matcha, and we went to the Jonas Brothers concert last night, so this is much needed. So good. I'm about to do my makeup, and I got a new brand of non-toxic makeup in, so I wanted to try it out with you guys. I used a few of them last night because I was just too excited, and I'm really excited to have found another clean makeup brand. I may have a new makeup routine after trying these products because I've been wanting to kind of incorporate some new things. The brand is called Araza. They sent me a sample of the foundation, and then they're gonna send me like a full size, but wanted to make sure the color was right. So I got the coconut cream foundation in the color 320. I may need to switch to a voiceover if the dishwasher is too loud. So I am trying out their coconut cream foundation, and right off the bat I am loving the coverage, and I also love the finish. It gives that like nice dewy finish, but not overly dewy where you feel like your skin looks super oily. It's kind of like a medium to fuller coverage, and it blends it out nicely with my little sponge blender. Now I'm jumping into one of their color pots. This is such a nice cream bronzer. Something that I've been looking for a little while now is a non-toxic cream bronzer. I've been using powder for the longest time, so I'm just blending this out with my sponge, and it blends out beautifully. I love this color on my skin, and I'm overall really happy with this. I will leave a link below for you guys to shop and get a discount if you're looking to make the switch to some non-toxic makeup. Then we're gonna jump into their bronzer powder just to like go over it. I'm just using my little Real Techniques brush. And then lastly from Araza, we're gonna go into another color pot for some blush. This color is so beautiful, and I'm just putting it onto my finger and kind of letting it melt into my skin. And I felt like using a little bit of highlighter today, so we're gonna use this Say Super Gel Glowy Luminizer, and I'm just gonna add that to my cheekbones. And if you're not new here, you already know the drill. We're gonna jump into the Kosas Clear Brow Gel and laminate our brows. I usually don't add any color to my brows anymore. I just like to keep them in place all day. And then the Lily Lola mascara is one of my favorite non-toxic mascaras. And I feel like recently I've been sharing a lot of makeup routines, so you have probably seen this, but my Ilia lip crayon and Banquet, I've been loving a lip lately, a little lip combo, just adding a little bit of color back and making them a little bit more defined. So lately I've been finding myself not going without a lip combo. And then we're also going to add a little bit more color with the Araza lip gloss. I forgot we have one more product by them, and this is also a really pretty color. And that is our makeup for today. Okay, hair is done. I just kind of like took my heat brush and redid it. Milo's barking outside, but overall I am really obsessed with how this makeup turned out. I'm gonna see how it wears all day long just to see if the color changes or if it lasts, and I'll get back to you. Overall, I think it looks really good, and I will link the products down below and have a code for you if you're interested in trying them out yourself. Hi, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? How are you? What have you been doing while I've been gone, huh? Hanging out? Hanging out? That's a good boy. Okay, good boy. That's a good boy. Oh my goodness. Mama loves you. You're so precious. You're that precious little guy. Oh, my God. Mwah. You gotta go outside? You gotta go outside? Come on. Let's do it. Come on, you wanna go outside? I just got back from Whole Foods and Marshalls. I need to get some stuff for some client videos that I have coming up, and wanted to share a few non-toxic finds that I found at Marshalls. Definitely recommend going to TJ Maxx or Marshalls for some non-toxic products, skincare, makeup. Sometimes they have stuff. I got some tongue scrapers. I actually just got one from Boca, but I wanted Ben to have one. These are really great to do in the morning and at night. All the bad germs out of your mouth. A few Christmas gifts that I cannot show because people are watching, but I also picked up some non-toxic gum. They always have the Pure brand there. They were stocked up. I usually get like, I got 3. I just left one in the car. I usually get one for each car and then just one to have in my purse. They don't last too long, but they're good enough, and I think they have xylitol in them, which is really good for your mouth. Are aspartame free. So they had tons of different flavors there, but I got peppermint and spearmint, and then I think the other one is cool mint. Okay, random but not non-toxic. So couldn't help myself but get some holiday stuff. I had to get some ribbon, velvet ribbon, for a video that I'm doing, to get some Christmas wrapping paper, but I held off on that. I also found these Kate Spade napkins. I think these are so fun, and sometimes I just shop to pick some cool things out that I can use in future videos for brands, because it is something that I pride myself in when I do work with brands on UGC. I make sure to have some really fun cutesy stuff and stuff that's my style, so I'll pick things up, and I have a little like prop cabinet, and just so I can like pull them out and use them in future videos. So these will be fun for like holiday themed videos for sure. Went to Whole Foods and grabbed some almond milk. They have their holiday nog version. I just finished their pumpkin spice version. One of my favorite almond milks, so I love to support them every time I'm in Whole Foods. It's not too close by me, so I have to like, when I'm out there, grab it. And it's just one of the cleanest almond milks out there, unless I make my own. Pretty much close to like if I were to make it at home, but I do love their flavors because I haven't really experimented with my own flavors at home. I got this really pretty tray for another video. This like really dark brown, shiny, scalloped tray. I do have another non-toxic find. I have really been trying not to buy the Dr. Bronner's anymore because they changed their packaging. They used to have sayings about God and like Christianity, but now it is changed. They've changed all their packaging, and it's now magic soap, and they no longer talk about God. So it kind of like doesn't really align with where I stand, my faith, so I am no longer, I don't think I'm gonna support them anymore. I am no longer going to buy any of their stuff, so I wanted to try out a new one. This was the Beekeeper made, Beekeeper approved Castile soap, and it looks pretty clean. We'll see how it works. This is the lavender scent. They didn't have any other scents because I know Dr. Barnes, they always are stocked up with like all their different scents. We will try this and see if it's going to work. If so, I will probably just keep buying it. I do love Branch Basics too, but I was in Marshall's and they did not have Branch Basics, so I ended up just grabbing this instead. I need to make some new hand soap for our bathroom. There are so many ways you can use Castile soap, which is amazing. We are going to make some hand soap today. It is 1 part Castile and 3 parts water. So we're gonna get out our little measuring cup. Okay. Do 1 cup of water and a 1/3 cup of Castile soap. I highly recommend if you're looking to make the switch to non-toxic cleaning, because that is a huge switch. There's so many toxic chemicals in cleaners, especially fragrance as well. I decided to look up foaming hand soap because this one's a little bit watery, and so I'm gonna add some jojoba oil into the mix. I also changed out the dispenser, but it turns out this dispenser is not working well, so we're just gonna have to put it into the other one. I did about a tablespoon of jojoba oil. It's a little watery. I definitely need a foaming soap dispenser, so I think I'm gonna have to go grab one because this one is broken, so we're gonna have to recycle that. Wanted to give a little update on the makeup. I feel like overall it's worn really well. I like that it's a little bit thicker on the skin. It doesn't feel thick, but it looks really good. The coverage still looks really good. I've been wearing it since about, I think I got ready around 12:30 and it's currently almost 5. So it's been a few hours and so far it looks really good. So I'm excited to keep trying it out and getting the full size foundation, but I will put my code down below if you want to try it yourself. I've also been looking for a clean contour, so I'm really liking that as well. So overall, really happy with how this worked. I don't feel like the foundation oxidized at all, like changed colors, and I think this shade is really good. Definitely try, and the holidays coming around, it might be a good gift to gift anybody who's looking to make the switch to non-toxic makeup.